Hello and welcome back to our channel, Life Matters by Mario M. Tattoo. Today we started a story about a race called Tour de France, which was first organized in 1903, almost 120 years ago. What may surprise you is Britain kept participating in the races, but not a single British cyclist had ever won this race. So in 2010 comes in a new coach called Dave Brailsford. Dave is faced with a tough job of changing the narrative for the Britain team. Today, using the story of the British team, we are going to look at a concept called the aggregation of marginal gains. As we do so, keep reviewing your habits and check how you can benefit from this concept. So in 2010 comes in Dave. He's given a team that has not won the race ever, and the general manager and the performance director of Team Sky, which is Britain's professional cycling team, ask him to change that narrative for Britain. His approach is very simple. Okay, Brailsford or Dave believed in the concept that is referred to as aggregation of marginal gains. He explained it as the 1% margin for improvement in everything you do. His belief was if you improved every area related to cycling by just 1%, then those small gains would add up to a remarkable improvement. They started by optimizing the things you might expect for any sporting team. Yeah, that's the nutrition of riders, their weekly training program, the ergonomics of the bike seats, and the weight of the tires on the bikes. Okay, but Brailsford and his team did not stop there. They searched for 1% improvement in every tiny area that is overlooked by almost everyone. They discovered the best pillows and they used to carry them all over and use them in the hotels that they would sleep in. They started testing the most effective type of massage gel for the team and teaching the riders the best way to wash their hands to avoid infection. They searched for 1% improvement everywhere. Brailsford believed that if they could successfully execute their strategy, then Team Sky would be in a position to win Tour de France in 5 years' time. But unfortunately, he was wrong. They won it in 3 years. In 2012, Team Sky's rider, Sir Bradley Wiggins, became the first British cyclist to win Tour de France. That same year, Brailsford coached the British cycling team at the 2012 Olympics Games and dominated the competition by winning 70% of the gold medals available. In 2013, Team Sky repeated their feat by winning Tour de France again. This time with a rider Chris Froome. Remember, this is a team that had been in this race for years and years and had never won it. Yeah, but now their cyclists are winning year in, year out. Yeah, many have referred to the British cycling feats in Olympics and Tour de France over the past 10 years as the most successful run in the modern cycling history. And now for the important question, what can you learn from this approach of aggregation of marginal gains? Yeah, because it's so easy to overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of making better decisions on a daily basis. Almost every habit that you have, good or bad, is a result of many small decisions over time. And yet, how easily we forget these when we want to make change. So often, we convince ourselves that change is only meaningful if there is some large, visible outcome associated with it. Whether it's losing weight, building a business, traveling the world, or any other goal that you might have. Yeah, we often put pressure on ourselves and make some earth-shattering improvements that everyone will talk about. But that shouldn't be the case. From this concept of aggregation of marginal gains, all you need to do is start little by little and improve over time, slowly by slowly. Improving just 1% isn't noticeable, and sometimes it isn't even notable, but it can be just as meaningful, especially in the long run. 1% accumulated in the long run will become the earth shattering event that you want to see as change in your life. And from what I can tell, patterns work the same way in reverse. An aggregation of marginal losses, in other words, the opposite of aggregation of marginal gains, will also end up giving you major changes in your life, but then in the opposite side. Okay, so what's the bottom line in all this? Okay, so if we start looking at Japanese farms, yeah, that have kind of made use of this concept over time, is they have emphasized what came to be known as lean production, relentlessly looking to improve waste of all kinds from production process down to redesigning workspaces. So workers didn't have to waste time twisting or turning to each other for their tools. The tools were right where you need them when you needed them. The result was that Japanese factories were more efficient and Japanese products were more reliable. Okay, so just to summarize all this, yeah, using a quote from a writer called Jim Rohn, success is a few simple disciplines practiced every day, while failure is simply a few errors in judgment repeated every day. I think we'll end it there for today. See you next time.